Welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings. Hello friends. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully good. Don't mind my snack on the screen. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. Hey Paula, welcome in. How are you? Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day. Maybe up just a little bit. Good, you're doing well. I'm so happy to hear that. Paula, did you have a question you'd like to ask? I'm doing yes or no's right now for free. Ask away. Let's see. Does Paula have a secret admirer? Does Paula have a secret admirer? I am getting a yes. I have the Empress and the Four of Cups. They're giving me a yes here. Hey, Haley. How are you? All right, Haley says, will I get a job before Christmas? Haley needs a job before Christmas, Spirit. Please show me a yes or a no for Haley. Will she get a job before Christmas? I have a yes. I have the star. So star talks about having hope in things and feeling like it's going to happen for you. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, hopefully I'm clear. You're welcome, Haley. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Paula just donated. All right, perfect. I think that we've had another donation come through as well. Philomena and Paula. Awesome, awesome. Let me update the donation list here. All right. If anybody else wants to ask a yes or no question, feel free to do that now. I'm trying to see where there is not a glare. If I point it this way. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Paula, I have your question. Thank you. We'll be right with you, okay? Philomena, whenever you get here, just check in with me. Tracy, yes, absolutely. Yeah, Tracy, I put it in the chat already. Okie dokie, guys. We have about 5 minutes left of the free list, and we will be moving on to donations. If anybody has a yes or no question they'd like to ask, please feel free to do that now. All right, so I went ahead and put on the screen the order of the donations that we have tonight. I have Paula's question and I have Tracy's question. Philomena, if you're here, please check in with me. 1 more minute left, and then we'll be moving on to donations, everyone. Tracy, sounds good. The screen's gonna look kind of weird for a second. All right, that is it for the free list. We are moving on to donations. Philomena, you are first on the list, so if you are here, please check in with me. We'll give you another minute or so, and if you're not checking in, then we'll move on to Paula. Let's see if Philomena dropped her question in Cash App. Nope. All right, Philomena, you have about 1 more minute, and if we don't hear from you, we'll just move you down the list and move on to the next person. All right, next up we have Paula. Paula, if you're here, please check in with me. Babe, can you make sure that this leg is okay when I pull it back?
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Paula is here. All right, Paula says, what love messages can Spirit advise? What love messages can Spirit advise? What love messages can you advise, please, for Paula? Okay, so the first message that's coming in is that Spirit is sensing that you don't believe that things are going to happen for you. You have a very positive demeanor about you. You have a very positive personality, but there is this thing that's underlying or that feels hidden, like you think that things are not going to work out for you. And Spirit is saying that they want you to try to not think that way. They're saying that luck is on your side, that it has taken some structure and some routine. It's taking some hard lessons of you to get to this luck. But what they're saying is that it's going to happen. They're saying that something about your luck is hidden for you. Like you're not able to see it. You're not able to see the good that's coming your way. Maybe they're saying it's supposed to be by surprise. But the main thing is that you feel like nothing is going to happen for you. They are saying that once you can learn the lessons, it's a lot easier for you to be able to unlock or open up what it is that you're supposed to have. They are showing that a lot of the times you try to control the outcome. So you might leave a situation before that situation could leave you. Like you might quit a job before they can fire you, or you might leave a relationship before they'll leave you. You like to maintain control in the situation. You like to have the power here, but Spirit is saying that like you can't always control everything. The surrender to the divine here is just basically saying that like there are going to be things outside of your control, and the less you resist this, the more you go with the flow, the less you try to control, and the more you accept, the easier your life will be. Right. All right, so they said that it's time to take action on your life, okay? There are things that you can control, some things you cannot. But one of the main things is they're saying, we want Paula to learn her lessons. We want her to break cycles. We want her to open up this new life, this new world, this new chapter for her. And you are going through a transitional period right now, where things are going to start feeling different to you pretty soon. But what they're showing here is that there are things that are in your control, and that is how you handle yourself, how you decide to move forward, what you decide to entertain, the people that you allow into your life, the way you allow yourself to be treated. These are all things that you can control. So they're saying that in that situation, in that circumstance, it's time to not dwell in what's not working for you anymore. It's important that you say, okay, if it's not meant for me, then it's going to cause confusion. And if it's meant for me, it's going to cause clarity. So I think that it's really important that if you're confused about a situation, if you are scared or worried about a situation, or something is bringing this haziness to your life, then it's probably not for you, because anything that's meant for you, number one, will not pass you by, and number two, will not cause confusion. It's only ever going to make sense if it's meant for you. They're saying to kind of try to start tapping into Virgo energy, where you start creating the life that you want. You tap into your divine feminine, be authentic in who you are. Don't try to be someone else or compare yourself to other people. Dig deep and find out what you feel makes you special and act on that. The Page of Wands typically, they kind of march to the beat of their own drum. They do their own thing. They don't care what other people think or how other people perceive them to be. Spirit is saying it's important that when you get yourself out of your natural comfort zone, when you get yourself out there, put yourself out there, that you show the world the real you. The main question that they're asking you is, what do you need to release? What is not working for you anymore? And what you need to release. I do feel like in your love life, you have a strong masculine energy just kind of hovering around you, but there are some loose ends that you have to tie up before this person can come in. And so it's important that you dig down deep and try to figure out what your blocks are. Yay! Awesome, Paula. Thank you so much. So we're checking in with Philomena. Is Philomena here? Just a reminder, the donation list is going to close in about 30 minutes. Oh, thank you, Paula. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. If there's one thing that we have felt over the last couple of months, and especially during our wedding season, is we felt very loved by people, for sure. That's one thing I can definitely say. And now you guys will see my wedding band. So she's a full wifey now, guys. It's weird to say. Okay, so it doesn't look like Philomena is here yet, so we are going to move on to Tracy's question and timestamp her reading for her. Tracy says, I am currently involved in a lawsuit. Can you please tell me what the outcome is here? What is the outcome for Tracy? Nothing is yet set in stone, but a new start is coming. All right. So The card at the bottom of the deck says, look at the bigger picture. That makes me feel like you could be very focused on specific details of this lawsuit, worried about what is going to happen with this or that, how things are going to affect you or affect your life. You're looking at very specific details, but Spirit is saying that there's much more to this than just those specific details or how they affect you. There's a grander perspective here. So if you can try to view it from all angles, maybe that will benefit you in some way. But they are saying that a win-win here is forecast. To me, that sounds like a compromise. It sounds like maybe it's not 100% what you would want, but it's something that you're willing to settle for. What is the outcome, please? What is the outcome? The Tower here is making me a little bit nervous because it hasn't quite fully popped, but it's kind of here. And maybe that's why the nothing is set in stone, is that it's like no decisions have been officially made or something. I honestly feel like this is going to cause a change in your life, but I don't feel like it's going to be a change for the worse. I think it will be a change for the better. And I know that's kind of hard to say now because you're kind of like, well, what could happen? What would make this situation be for the better? Especially if I'm not going to get exactly what I want from this. But I feel like that's also something like in the divine. That's a divinely guided situation. So, for example, there have been, let's just say, someone who, for example, was incarcerated, and they're like, how is this for the greater good? Well, after that, they started a nonprofit organization, or after that, that story brought them publicity or recognition on TikTok, and then they were able to build a life off that story. Or someone was able to write a book. It's like sometimes we're not supposed to know everything as to why it's happening now, but I feel like Spirit is saying that you will see at some point why you're going through this. It will make sense. It will pay off. And maybe that's why they're talking about a win-win is forecast here. What is the outcome here for Tracy, please? What is the outcome here for Tracy? The World. This will be coming to an end. It's saying reaching your goal, feeling achievement, feeling like something is complete, coming to an end. Expanded horizons, all is well that ends well. What is the time frame we're looking at, please? What is the time frame we're looking at? Okay. I don't know how this will resonate for you because for all I know, this could be an ongoing thing that's going to last like a year or more. But if you're looking for a near future resolve, it might make sense that I'm getting like a March, end of March, like last 2 weeks of March kind of situation. Here with the Two of Wands. It could be this upcoming year in March, everything's resolved. Or maybe there's more that comes to light in March. But I'm getting like a March, early spring time frame. So that's what they're showing me. Tracy, thank you so much. I hope that this reading was beneficial to you in some way. Next up, we have Philomena. Philomena, if you're here, please check in with me. So Tracy, really quickly too, one last thing I wanted to add in there, with the Tower that was like peeking its head out of the deck, is that the Tower can sometimes mean that you don't have control over the situation, that unfortunately the cards are going to play out the way they're going to play out, and this isn't really something that you can control. this is something that's like bigger than you, and maybe that's why they said like look at the bigger picture. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, girl. Ooh, and your reading ended on 3333. I hope that's a good sign. All right, Philomena, we are waiting on you. Oh, hey girl, hey girl. How are you? Welcome in. No, you're totally fine. I hope you're cool. We just went ahead and started working through the list. So, but you're the last on my donation list as of right now. So I'm ready for your question if you're ready. Taka, hello. Awesome. All right, so Taka, you'll be after Philomena, okay? Taka for a BOGO, I think you said. All right, so Philomena wants information regarding her love life, especially next year. Philomena, this is a 10-card reading, right? In depth for you? All right, Philomena says, what can she expect from her love life next year, please? The year 2024. Oh, it's still a glare. Trying to like put the light where it's not going to cause a glare, but I don't think we really have a choice here right now. Love life next year for 6 months. So Philomena, I'm kind of seeing like you're looking for appreciation. You're looking for recognition. You're looking for that stability or that consistency that a relationship can bring. I do feel like you are either giving someone another chance or you're holding on to an option that you feel very fond of. Either one of those things are happening at the beginning of next year. I think that you are kind of in this place where you're like not necessarily fully ready to kind of put your heart out there, but I do think that you're open to taking things slow with a special someone. I think that a person that you're in connection with, or will be in a connection with, you both are having a hard time showing each other the real you. And what I mean is that you guys enjoy spending time together, but you have a hard time fully maybe vocalizing your needs or your wants, desires, your feelings. And I feel like this other person is having a hard time doing that as well. But you both are kind of holding on to each other. So again, the first 6 months, it feels like you are giving someone another chance, or you are having a hard time letting someone go. I feel like this has, I don't know, I'm trying to understand the Eight of Pentacles situation, because I feel like it's like you want to have a connection that you're proud of, that you feel like has really stood the test of time. This card right now feels like history to me, like someone who you've built like a lasting, long-standing connection with, and that you guys have been through a lot. And it may not necessarily be considered work, but it might be. You might think that this has required like a lot of effort. It could also indicate that you know, this person we're talking about is someone you met through work or at work. Doesn't have to be, but it's just kind of giving this like you're looking for the connection to stand the test of time. Maybe you're looking for him or this other person to prove themselves to you, prove that they're worthy, prove that you can come out the other side of this or overcome this. I do feel like sometimes you feel like you're taking a stab in the dark, though. You feel like you're taking a shot in the dark. You never know which way it's going to go, and you still try, but sometimes you maybe wonder if you're going to be disappointed, let down, or left. I see a lot of like, so if you can see in this card, this person's got a blindfold on and they're throwing darts, okay? And then this person is flipping a coin. So to me, it feels like you feel very uncertain about the odds. You know, when you're trying to do something with blindfolds on and you're tossing a coin, you're taking things by chance. You know, you're taking heads or tails. What are the odds that I'm going to hit the target? Like, to me, it kind of feels like everything feels very up in the air for you, and you're not really sure which way it's going to land or how things are going to land for you. And I still feel like, because I'm getting that kind of energy, you will continue to feel that through the beginning of next year. And let's see here. I do see Aces of Pentacles, which does feel like you've received something that feels tangible. And what I mean by that is you have received an offer or something that feels like it's substantial, something real, something was offered to you that feels like, okay, maybe something good can come out of this. But I still feel like you hold your breath a lot, it seems. Now, Six of Wands does indicate that this situation that I'm referencing for the beginning of next year, other people know about it. So I don't think anyone else is kept in the dark. I think that this is a person or a relationship or a connection that you have, that their people know about you, your people know about them. Maybe even made things public on a social platform. So I feel like if you're looking for like am I going to be in a like official relationship, or if you are in an official relationship, this is like more recognition, more public displays in the beginning of next year. So Philomena, that is what I've got for you, girl. Hopefully this resonated for you. Tracy, good for you for filing that. Oh my gosh. Very proud of you, number one, for doing that. I know that a lot of people have a hard time getting to that step, so congratulations on that. I feel like overall it's good for you. I feel like it leads to something bigger for you down the line. Well, Philomena, sometimes things aren't going to resonate because you're asking about the future. So you'll just have to check back with me next year. Hey, Virgo. Oh, thanks, girl. You will be after Taka, okay? And we are going to do Taka next. Virgo, are we doing a BOGO for you, or how did you want to break that down? Two 10 and 1 5. Oh, okay. Yes, Virgo. Sorry, I didn't realize it must have been like in two separate transactions. 2 10s and a 5. All right. And then we have, oh, M is back. Hi, M. Welcome in, girl. M, you will be after Virgo, and Virgo is after Taka. Okay, so Taka says, T's next actions, and then question 2 are his thoughts towards me. I've been kind of detaching energy-wise from T a bit. I don't know. He exhausts me. Not sure if he has noticed, though. Okay. You're welcome, M. And then that will probably be it for the night. Everyone can donate for another 10 minutes if they'd like. But if not, that probably will be it. All right, T's next actions towards Taka, please. T's next actions. Has he noticed Taka pulling away? Has he noticed Taka pulling away? Taka, he's coming through as like he is aware you're pulling away and he thinks it's because you're interested in someone else, or maybe he's pulled away because he sensed that you're interested in someone else. like he's coming through as like third party stuff. Like I know she's pulling away and I don't think I'm the only one is kind of how he's coming through here. Not that you've given him any kind of impression that you are playing the field by any means, but he feels like he has his suspicions. He is noticing you pull away. I do see a cycle happening here where he comes through, there's communication, he pulls away. There's like some kind of like frustration that happens and he goes quiet, and it seems to be like playing on a loop where he comes in and then he leaves, and then he comes in and then he leaves. And it's like you think things will be different or better, and I think that's why you're getting that exhaustion feeling, because you know that you're even mentally is still considered energy. Your thoughts are energy, everything is energy. And so when you're putting time into someone, even on an energy basis, you still can get exhausted when you're not getting replenished that same energy back. He saw a text from a guy on my phone screen a few days ago. Okay, well, there you go. The hot cold stuff is so annoying. I'm over it. So as far as his actions go, he's playing in a loop. You will continue to experience this from him. He will come back. He will show that he's invested. He may even like put his heart on his sleeve a little bit, but then you're going to play through that cycle over and over of the hot and cold. So you have to decide for yourself if this is something that you want to continue to deal with. That doesn't mean that the cycle can't break. That doesn't mean that energies can't change in the future, but in the meantime, this is what you're looking at. All right, let's shuffle for R. I wish I can get rid of the energy from him. It's really heavy. So everything that we do is through our own intentions. And sometimes people need visual things. Sometimes people need to write things down. And a lot of people call that magic, and I just call it intentions. So people do cord cutting exercises, and it's not because the actual cord cutting does anything at all. It just means that your intention is to sever ties with this person, and then you have a physical expression just proving it to you in front of your eyes that you're severing that connection. You can also like write their name down on a piece of paper, and just say like, I wish to disconnect from this person and sever ties from this person. We are no longer in the same energy, or whatever feels right to you. And then you can burn that page as well. If it feels right to you to bury it, you can do that. But sometimes people need like a physical, tangible symbol that they have basically broken ties, because that rewires our brain chemistry to believe things are officially done. And so when you're feeling such a heavy energy, I always recommend doing some type of exercise where you can see that your intentions are to break things off from this person. Sometimes that means completely deleting them from socials. You can just do however it feels authentic to you to break this connection off. But if you, for example, if you're always looking every single day at your stories to see if they looked at your stories, or if you're waiting to see if they're going to see or comment on your stuff, or if you're wondering if you're checking their socials every day, these little habits that we can form can really make it hard for us to break ties with someone. So whatever feels like it would work for you, I think you have to just start pulling your energy back. R's thoughts towards Taka yesterday, please. Oh, I almost saw the double come out. R's thoughts towards Taka yesterday. You're welcome, Taka. R's thoughts towards Taka yesterday? Okay, so there's like a feeling of like restlessness, anticipation, waiting. Do I leave? Do I stay? Should I communicate? Should I walk away now? Is she leaving? Is she going? Am I going to see her? Like, I don't know. There's just some kind of like feeling of anticipation here with the Two of Wands. It's kind of like that in between stage of like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Have you heard that expression when they're like, I'm so awkward, like I don't know what to do right now? And I feel like for him, it was like this feeling of like pacing, wondering, should I not? Did I miss my chance? So that's kind of the vibe. I do have here with the Queen of Swords that his thoughts were dominating his feelings yesterday. So he was using his judgment over his over his like urges or impulses. So with the Star in reverse and the Three of Swords, it's kind of coming through like a little hopeless here, interestingly enough, about this connection. Maybe he's feeling like things are a bit monotonous, or like they're lacking follow through. Like maybe you guys are both hoping like for something bigger to come through between you guys, and so far haven't seen it, and so there could be that feeling of disappointment here. Yeah, a bit of a letdown. I don't know. God, you're having the Three of Cups coming through again here. Okay, I could be totally way off base, but were you talking to anyone yesterday? Like, were you having any like one-on-ones or even group conversations that he wasn't a part of yesterday? Do you feel like there was ever a time where maybe he was in group conversations? Something makes me feel like he didn't get that one-on-one with you, and that other people were taking your time. Like something else was going on that was taking up your time, and that he didn't get that one-on-one the way that he wanted to, or in the way that he wanted to. Something feels like either you were talking to someone and he was like unable to connect with you, or he was, I don't know, but there's this feeling here of like there's always other people around, and I can't come through and communicate with her in the way that I want to. So he's feeling a bit defeated here about that. Now, he does still have feelings for you. The center of the reading is all love. The center of the reading is cups, emotions, feelings, things like that. That hasn't changed. But I think he is feeling a little bit more down in the dumps than usual. You'll always get cock-blocked because there's so many people around. Oh, he feels that. He feels that for sure. You're welcome, Taka. Thank you so much. It was so good seeing you. I think this is the first time I've seen you since we got back. All right, guys. So all lists are closed now. I'm going to finish through with the donations that I have, obviously. We have Virgo, who is next, who is typing up her questions now. And then we have M. Win. So after that, I will be signing off. If I don't get a chance to tell y'all, it was a pleasure. Don't forget, if you're on your way out, to please make sure you thumbs up this live stream. The likes have been dwindling lately. I don't know what's up with that. So if you guys can like this video, I would really appreciate it. So Virgo, if you're here, just check in with me, girl. If you need a second to type up your questions, that's okay. All right, cool. I see you're here. All right, and then after Virgo, we have M wins. M donated. So M, if you want to go ahead and post yours as well, you can do that. And then I will be signing off after these last couple of readings. M Wins has 2 minis. I have your question. And then Virgo. So the first 10 card, working on my glow up. How will it change my life? All right. Working on the glow up. How will it change her life? Ooh, okay. So what we love to see if we're working on ourselves and we want to know how things are going to go with that, I'm being shown like you have improved. You've shown like a lot of consistency through this process. I don't know if you've ever doubted yourself as to like, oh, I typically like let myself down and I don't follow through with my promises to myself. You know, or if you're the type of person that is like, oh no, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. But it seems like your consistency this time around is really paying off. As you can see, we have a lot of wands first out. One of the first things I really love to see is this Queen of Wands. If there is, outside of the Empress, if there is any card, whoops, didn't mean to do that. If there's any card that embodies confidence and being a badass and just feeling good and loving yourself, it is the Queen of Wands. Now, the Empress is also another one, but I love to see the Queen of Wands because the Empress is such divine feminine energy that you just feel so beautiful and so in your own nature. But the Queen of Wands, why I love it for you is because this calls the attention of other people, not just yourself, but other people are noticing these changes as well. So that's going to boost your confidence because people are going to compliment you, notice you more, maybe even say things to you, or like you'll notice someone catching like looking at you, and overall you're just gonna be loving yourself and you're gonna be exuding that really good energy. So I see here with the 5 of Cups, this talks about losing. So I'm like, are you losing weight? Are you losing negative mindsets? Are you losing bad habits? You're losing something, but it's building confidence. And it's not going to be easy. Of course, they're showing that here with the 10 of Wands, but you will be celebrated. Honestly, I just realized recognition. I was talking about getting compliments and everything, and I didn't even see this card. I was more so talking about this card, but here it is again, talking about how other people will be recognizing your success and you're considering this an investment in yourself. So Virgo, know that you may not see results immediately. However, you will over time, you will eventually see what you're looking to get out of this. So give that consistency. I feel like you're not going to give up. Right now, you're in the mindset of not giving up. So that's good because that means that this trajectory is turning out exactly how you want. I also feel that I see you prioritizing sleep more and hydration more. Those are two key components for you that I don't think you give yourself enough of is rest, and proper hydration. So that's really important. But overall, yeah, I'm just getting like, it just feels good. I feel like things are balancing out within you. Maybe even with the Justice card talking about like balancing. It could be chakras balancing. It could be hormones balancing. Yeah, it just feels good. It feels like you have the upper hand at this point. So I feel like that's good. And if I keep talking, I'll probably just start talking in circles. So I do feel like that's the end of that message. But I am ready for your next question if you are. Trying to be more girly and work on my weight loss and making healthy choices. That's good. It's always hard to do that around the holidays, I feel. Everyone's always throwing sugary treats at you and everything, but fall always feels like to me is like my personal new year. So it's always when I want to start eating better is usually around fall. And it's always proved to be a challenge for me just because it's not everyone's new year. It's just how I feel. Yeah, Virgo, I think it all looks really good. But I am all shuffled and ready to go for your next question. And if you want to, you can also post your mini as well. Okay, Virgo, whenever you're ready. Sorry, I don't mean to rush you, but I do need to get off of here soon, so... And we've already been waiting like 5 minutes. Normally, I don't care about that kind of stuff, but I'm trying to hurry up and get off. That's why I did a 60-minute reading, or live stream, I mean. Okay, how will things go once Johnny and I talk? All right, let's see. How will things go once Johnny and Virgo talk? So I do feel like here you're kind of deciding how you guys are going to move forward. There is communication about future plans that's happening here that's taking deep thought from the both of you. So you both will go into maybe even a deep conversation, or possibly just speaking on your options, on what you plan to do for your future and how that affects one another. And then maybe you both go into maybe like a deeper thought process after that. And you're kind of like, I have to mull this over. I have to think on this. I kind of want to sleep on it, if that's okay, and we can get back to each other. I do see here with the 8 of Cups, this feeling of needing to move forward. It doesn't necessarily mean like moving on or moving away from each other, but it does feel like there's this desire to move forward together, or however that works out. I see here the need for maybe more clear, honest, and insightful communication in order to restore balance in your relationship. I think generally the vibe is good. I really do. I see confidence. I feel like, because I think this is a romantic connection, so there's attraction here. I feel like there is appreciation and recognition that you're looking for from this person, maybe a little bit of accountability. We are still pulling through with Pages and Knights, so he could still be going through this phase of like trying to express himself and trying to mature. But I do feel like overall he feels different. He feels like he is trying to be considerate of everyone that's involved here. I feel like the communication's pretty clear. I do feel like you guys want to talk about this, and you do want to communicate about how to move forward. Do I think everything's going to get resolved in that first conversation? No, I don't. I do think, though, that you guys will speak openly and honestly to each other once you guys start to get that conversation going, and maybe think of some possible plans or avenues that you guys can take, or as far as the next steps go. But I do think you leave that conversation going to be continued. This is a conversation we'll have to pick up again and talk more on once we've had some time to think about it. I feel like you guys are very considerate of one another's feelings here, and there is this feeling of like attraction and flirtiness that is coming through. So there is like a general undercurrent of excitement, but I think that there is still a lot to be talked over in regards to this. All right, so Virgo, I am ready for your last question, which I believe is for your mini reading. Nice, that's great. We haven't spoken a whole lot. Can I do a love spread with Johnny? Like a mini love spread? I can do a mini one, but I just did 2 10-card readings. And a mini is $8, but I can just give it to you. I can pay for the difference. You said, sorry, there was a huge argument and caught me left field. All right, let's see. A mini for Virgo and Johnny. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you guys had an argument. Thanks, Virgo. You're sweet. I appreciate that. All right. So, Virgo, all I need you to do is look in the description of this video under the mini love spread and let me know if you want option 1 or 2. Oh, arguing with someone at your, oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sure that caught you off guard. What the heck? Okay, I hope you're okay. I hope everyone else is okay. All right, so I'm going to shuffle for you, Virgo. Just let me know which love spread you want. If you want option 1 or 2, and you can find that in the description of this video. Just scroll to the different pricing options I have. You'll see mini love spread, and you'll see the first option and the second option. So just let me know 1 or 2, whichever one you want. All right, so we want 1. Holy guacamole. Okay, so we have how you feel. Wow, this looks so weird in here. Hold on, sorry. Okay, so we have first card, how you feel, second card, how they feel, third card, your intentions, fourth card, their intentions, fifth card, the what you need to know, and then we have the underlying energy here at the bottom of the deck. You're welcome, Virgo, of course. So what this is kind of telling me right now is that you guys are like very, I don't know, uncertain about how things are gonna go. Like, I think that you guys both think very highly of one another, but you don't know that you think that highly about one another. You guys are both thinking about the future of this connection, and like, you think that they're not thinking about it the way that you are, and vice versa. It's weird because you guys almost have a lot of doubt for this connection. You have hope for it, but in a realistic way, you have doubt. And it's interesting because it almost seems like you guys want this, but you don't believe that the other one wants it the same way. So it's creating this feeling of confusion and uncertainty. And it's making you feel a bit restricted and him feeling a bit ungrounded and a bit chaotic. And I feel like for you at times, you just kind of want to, like, what is it called? YOLO. You only live once. Que sera, sera, whatever will be. There's like an expression, you want to just say fuck it and just say your feelings, because there's this sense of like urgency that you feel sometimes where you're just like, I just want to follow my impulses. I just want to say what's on my mind. I just want to be really honestly straightforward. What a spread. And I feel like that's honestly your intentions. Is sometimes it's like, I don't want to come off too strong or too careless or too like I haven't thought through this, but sometimes I just really want to just jump in. Sometimes I'm just really ready for a change in this connection. And I feel like for him, he is feeling it's interesting because the star in reverse typically can talk about hopelessness. So for him, he might be feeling like maybe he doesn't have a shot here, or he doesn't have, or maybe there's not, maybe he doesn't have very strong convictions that this could work. That could be his fear talking. But it seems like almost from him, he's a little bit worried, like, is this even a realm of possibility? Like, am I crazy to think that this is possible? Does this feel impractical? I feel like there's a lot of second guessing going on here. And I think that the root of all of this is your past experiences, your past experience of this connection and feeling like it failed or it didn't succeed, whichever feels more appropriate, and worried that the history will repeat itself. It feels like the underlying energy here.
I don't know those, so I'm not wanting to know.
Wow, yeah, exactly. Kind of crazy. All right, Virgo, thank you so much, girl. I'm sorry that you're going through something over there. I hope everything's okay now. All right, so next up we have M Wins. Last but not least, M Wins, if you're here, feel free to check in with me. If you're not here, I will just go ahead and timestamp your reading. Que sera, sera. You know that song. Whatever will be, will be. It's a good song. Hey, welcome back in. All right, so M says, how did Jay feel when we kept running into each other last year? Ooh, this was stressing him out, M. I think what I'm kind of getting is initially it was unexpected, maybe a pleasant surprise, but overall it was like unexpected. And then when it happened again, it was like, whoa, weird coincidence. And then when it happened again, it was like, okay, what the heck does this mean? Does this mean something more than what I'm not seeing? I feel like he was fairly surprised, if not surprised, every single time that this happened. I see here with the Three of Cups, this does feel happy in nature. So it does mean that there was a little bit of excitement or happiness running into you. I'm not sure exactly what type of happiness this was. And what I mean by that is, were they really like, are they crushing on you and they're like super happy to see you? Or are you just generally like a good person to be around? So they were like, okay, this is cool. She's really nice. It's nice to get in touch with her. But generally, this card invokes a feeling of excitement or happiness or celebration for this occurrence to be happening. Although I do feel like at first he was like, okay, that was weird. And then it was like, okay, that's really weird. This has now happened more than one time. And it's like, okay, is there something I need to know about this connection? Why this keeps happening? Do I just live in a small town? Do I need to know something? Like, is this like a divine intervention? Like, what the fuck is going on? And so I feel like the more and more it happens, it's like he questioned it more. you know, and I don't think he questioned you, interestingly enough. I think that he genuinely thinks that you were as surprised as he was. I don't think that he thought like a stalker situation. So I hope that you didn't feel that, because I'm not getting that. I think that he generally feels like sincerely you were also just as surprised as he was whenever that would happen. For him, it was more like, what is the meaning of this? Why does this keep happening? And I feel like that's just him trying to process through, like, how weird is this that this continues to happen. And I think honestly, now at this point, he's kind of just anticipating it. He still will be surprised probably when it happens again. And I'm saying when very unconsciously. So I feel like that's spirit saying that it is going to happen again. But I feel like at this point, he's going to be like, okay, like what's actually going on here? The next time that it happens, because I kind of feel like almost like now he is expecting it, but also he doesn't know when or where. So there's still some element of surprise. All right, question 2. What do I need to know during this time? General for M. General for M. That's exactly how you feel. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so we have the Empress in the center of the reading, which I always love, especially when I'm doing readings for Divine Feminines. I think the Empress is such a beautiful card. It embodies femininity. It's like the card of the pure essence of being a feminine. It talks about being beautiful and divine and stunning and life-giving and creative and confident, and it's just such a all around just really awesome card. It talks a little bit about motherhood and nurturing, and maybe even nurturing yourself or others around you, being a very like warm, embracing, loving, caring kind of light to other people. So I think that spirit kind of wants you to know like how much of an impact you make to the people around you, how calming you are to others, how much people are very drawn to you, and also that if you are on a journey, or if you've been on a journey of self-love and making sure that you're putting yourself first and trying a little bit more to soften into your feminine energy, that this is like a green light to say continue the good work, continue to do this. And if you haven't really felt tapped into your creative side or your nurturing or maternal or feminine side, that maybe this is a signal that it's important that you do that right now. I see that there is still a good balance within you. You have a good balance. You don't think head over heart or heart over head, really. Usually I'm seeing one or the other with people. You're good at balancing the both. You understand what it's like to follow your intuition, but also think logically, and you have a good balance there with that. I do see here that there could be, it's either your calming presence when people are going through, and I think that's what it is, but there's two interpretations I'm picking up. The first one is that you're a very calming presence around people who are kind of in a point of conflict. So you're a good mediator, you're a good energy to be around. If you ever saw Twilight, this is kind of a funny example they're giving me, but if you ever saw Twilight, there's Jasper on there, how when he became a vampire, he was very like able to bring whatever type of energy from himself into other people. So basically he was really good at calming people down when he was human. So like now he could take that energy and amplify it and really like influence other people's feelings around him. And that's kind of how I'm getting like you are, is that very easily just with your presence you're able to influence how other people handle themselves and conduct themselves. So if you're happy and you portray happiness, then other people around you will be happy. You know, if you're sad, other people can pick up on that. You very much influence the energy around you. It's a very powerful thing. So just use it wisely. And then the other interpretation is that you might be experiencing people around you that are experiencing conflict at this time that might be coming to you in the near future to talk this through or talk this out. I see here almost like a counseling situation. And then this here can talk about like disagreements or not seeing eye to eye. And I don't feel like it involves you necessarily, but I do see like it's around you. So it's within your close group of people that you spend time with that may be having some conflict and coming to you, maybe be putting you in the middle of it. But I think that all in all, this is a good reading. Yeah, so that's what I've got for you, Em. Let me know if you have any questions. For everyone else, I am going to be signing off. If you are on your way out, please make sure you are liking this live stream. I would really appreciate it. And yeah. All right, Em, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, but I do hope you enjoyed your reading with me. I haven't seen you talking in the chat in a couple minutes. So I will see you guys next time. Have a good night.